Record. Okay. So I'm just going to dive right in. We kind of touched on this, I think, on the UK call, but we wanted to expand on it a little bit more because obviously, as we know, like things with social media are changing, and what worked for us when we first started might not be working anymore, and you might feel like you're not standing out anymore, and you don't really know what to post, and you're not getting as much feedback or likes or anything on your stuff. So something that I've been hearing a lot from other like successful entrepreneurs and people who run their own businesses that aren't even coaches, just like a few people that I follow that have their own businesses that they run, they all do kind of something different than what everyone else is doing right now. And so I kind of wanted to touch on that. So the two topics that I'm going to talk on are providing value with your posting and kind of the same providing value with Instagram stories. Because as you know, at least all of us on here, people are basically looking at stories more often than posts at this point. So you could be watching someone's stories every single day and not go to their page once, or like maybe one time in 1 week. So what you're sharing on there is just as important, if not more important right now than what you're posting on your regular page. But one thing I've been noticing is like, for all of us, like we're used to sharing our fitness journey, sharing post-workout pictures, sharing our updates and little things like that, which is awesome. But we also need to be tying in things that provide content and provide free value for our customers. So something that I've been seeing from the other like successful entrepreneurs is they've been sharing like they take like a picture of their outfit for the day, like some cute outfit they're wearing, and they tag each item from what clothing store they got it from. So say they have like sunglasses, a shirt, pants, and shoes. Each brand that they're from or each store that they're from, they're tagging that place in their pictures. And that not only is like, oh, you're posting a cute outfit that now people can get ideas from, they can literally, they think of you when they think of cute clothes. And you've also linked it to, oh, and I'm just going to tell you guys where they're from because like you'd love to have them too. So just little things like that. It seems so small, but like I've noticed even more with Instagram, the people I'm following are the people that are doing these things. Same thing with on your Instagram stories, just one time throughout the day, say you do like 10 frames on your Instagram stories, one time throughout the day or a couple times a week even, if you just post one free thing that someone can literally go out and get, so that when they're thinking of, oh, I want new fall decor, I should go check Zoe's page because she posted something really cute that she had and maybe she's sharing something else that she bought. So like maybe a cute fall lip color. You want to just pull it out of your drawer from your bathroom and just share it on your Instagram story and tag where it's from. Or if you want to create a little bit of curiosity marketing, you could take a picture with your new fall lip and just be like, new fall lip color. And then people might ask questions about it. And then you can post those questions on your story and answer it that way. You know, just like little things like that. Same thing with like fall candles or like fall decor, things like that, that people are just like wanting to shop for, or like, what would you want to look for right now? What are the things that you're looking for from other people's pages? Another thing that I think has changed is when we used to make recipes, we used to post a picture of the final product and then be like, message me for the recipe. But instead of doing that, you could always say recipe coming up like later tonight, and then you could post that maybe on your Instagram story. Or you could link the recipe to that specific meal, whatever you're making, so that now instead of people scrolling on Pinterest, they like you, they follow you, they're going to go to your page for good recipes. They're going to go to your page for healthier fall alternatives. And trust me, I'm not like doing these things right now 100%, but I've started to notice that the ones that I'm adding, like what I'm doing and like little things that I'm just like, just things that people might want to know or look up or whatever, I get more traction on my posts from that. So just things like that. Even like in your stories, if you guys wanted to give like a little tip, that's something that you would share with your challengers that day. I've noticed Haley Christian does that sometimes. She'll be like, oh, today I asked my challengers to, or maybe it was Amber, that other girl that does Instagram training, but she's like, I asked my challengers today to write down their biggest excuse that they have for not wanting to work out, and then combat that and tell me how they're able to battle that excuse themselves. And so they say that on their Instagram story, and they allow their followers to participate. They challenge them, because people right now too are looking for challenges. Like, they're looking for us to challenge them. This other girl I follow, she has like a budgeting, frugal living type account. She has a free blog that she posts free tips on, a YouTube channel, Instagram, or whatever. And she does like little challenges. So anyone who follows her feels like they're a part of something. They're trying to be better. They're learning new things. So if we can provide that value to our followers and teach them things without having them buy anything, I think that's when we're going to start building that relationship with them, instead of just updating our lives and we just finished so-and-so program. Same thing as doing like highlighting challengers or highlighting other coaches and talking about their progress. Tiff said, I've been posting my PD and had a girl message me today for recommendations. Yeah, exactly. And like, even if you're posting, like, because I've been noticing you do the same thing, you like underline your favorite like inspirational line or quote from that page. So it's like they don't just pass right over it because it's just clutter and a bunch of words, but you're showing them, one, you read something every day that helps grow you. Two, you're sharing your favorite little tidbit from that book. And you don't even have to share what the name of the book is every single day. And now people are like, oh, well, I want to read what Tiff's reading because she's always happy and she's always motivated. So I love that. That's awesome. Yeah, that some people were taking their favorite quotes, and every morning they're posting their favorite quote of the day and having just a screenshot of like some cute quote and putting it on their Instagram story. Like, perfect. So now you're someone's morning motivation every single day. But just think of those things that, who are people that aren't coaches? Why do you follow them? Like, do they share vacation spots? Do they share budgeting tips? Do they share their favorite book lists? Do they share, there's this one girl that I follow in her Instagram, it's Jo and Kemp, J-O and K-E-M-P. And every day she posts another new outfit on Forever 21 or wherever. She tags where it's from. I think she's like in collab with that business, so she gets paid to post. But regardless, I go because I get outfit ideas from her for the fall. And like now I'm like, oh, I didn't even know polka dots were in this season, but like I'm just going to go to her page to see what's in, like little things that we would want to look up on our own on Google or YouTube, that we could be that for someone else. And it kind of brought us into wanting to do that more in our challenge groups too, not so much providing just a place for them to update their info or whatever, their workouts and shakes, but like, okay, they're signing up and yeah, they're getting all this stuff, but what more can we provide for them so that other people that aren't in the groups want to be in on that? So I think Ash is going to talk about that, but do you guys have any suggestions, questions, anything that you've been doing aside from, I know Tiff just shared hers, but anything else that you've been noticing that's been doing really well?
I would just say make it like authentic. Not even that it has to be like authentic to what you're doing right now, but like make it something that's natural to you, and like try to choose like one or two things. Like I wouldn't start sharing outfits, makeup, like every single thing on the earth, because then that's not like, people are like, she's just sharing stuff, for no reason type of thing. But like something I noticed, I was looking for I want to start sharing more of my meals on my page and on my stories, because there's a couple girls that when I'm like going to do my grocery list, because I've been trying to actually plan out dinners rather than just buy random stuff, I go to their pages just to see like dinner ideas and stuff. So I was like, I should start posting more of my food because probably the people I'm attracting want to see what I'm eating too.
Yep.
So I'm going to start doing more of that.
Yeah. I love that. That's so true. Okay. Well, do you want to cover groups? Okay.
Yes. So I'm going to show you guys into our challenge group. Actually, I'm going to share my screen because there's a couple things that we're doing in there, and this is on Facebook, but if you can do the same type of thing in the app. And then I just had a couple other ideas that I wrote down. But let me share this. Okay, can everyone see that? Okay, so we have just an ongoing group. It's called Fit, Happy, Healthy. And what we just started for October, so this is brand new, but we decided to start doing mini challenges in it. So for the month of October, it's called Don't Be Basic. And then we have like a thankful, we're going to do like a, leading up to Thanksgiving, like a, what did we call it? 23 Days of Thanks or something like that for November. And then we had, what did we do for? Oh, Slay My Holiday, hashtag Slay My Holiday for December. So we kind of just planned through December. We've been kind of going over this, but we thought it would just be fun if you're going to do, and these could be individual challenge groups too. Obviously, you could take the same type of idea, but ours is ongoing. So, so for example, for October, we're doing a 3-day refresh with our challengers right now. And then just throughout the rest of the month, this whole month, we're going to be sharing fall healthier alternatives. So different pumpkin recipes, different apple recipes, like typical things that people are making this time of year, but a healthier way to make it. We started sharing, or Carly started sharing towards the end of the week, healthier drink alternatives, because we realized that people are going to go out on the weekends and have fun with their friends. So she was sharing a couple ways that you can have drinks without loading up on carbs and all of that. So she's sharing some fallish drink ideas that you can order while you're out. So we started doing little things like that, which I'll show you in our photos. But this, let me get rid of this. So these are just in our albums, which when we used to do groups in the app, we would post these for pretty much our prep week, but you guys could post them as files too. You could make like on Canva, PicMonkey now, unfortunately, I don't know if you guys have discovered you have to pay for it. So there is Canva, CANVA, that's a free one. And it's tough because you're used to PicMonkey. We actually do pay for it still just because we're used to it and we make so many graphics and stuff, but I've been using Canva also. So you could make even like little poster things that you could post or whatever, or like an ebook. There's a lot of really fun free things to do on there. But so we have all of this free value that personally I don't really know how many people necessarily look at, but I always try to reference back to this. So here it's just like basic understanding the containers. When they click on this picture, there are links. And this we got an idea from a different coach that was on one of the national wake up calls a while back. So this is not, we didn't like create this ourselves. But so it has links, so we can share this if anyone's interested. It has links to all of like understanding the 21-day fix containers, how to get started with the eating plan, how to meal prep, all of these things that if you're someone that's like, I want an instructional video for everything that I do, it's all right here. There's meal plans, and these are broken down by calorie level. And here's like 3-day refresh, and it all takes you to the Beachbody blog. So it's getting people onto the website too. So it's so they know like they can go onto the Beachbody blog and look up recipes too, but it's all right in here. They would just pick which calorie level they're at and they can get some new ideas. Same with like getting started with BOD, personal development. recipes, all of that stuff, Shakeology recipes. So that's just like our basic stuff that we have in our challenge group. And then this is tough to see, but just show, like, here's a drink recipe that Carly had posted, a cucumber cooler. So it, like, just a fun drink recipe, super simple. We are explaining our Don't Be Basic little mini challenge that we're doing. Here's another drink recipe, posting more food. Whereas, like I had shared, I made some different Shakeology cookie dough balls. I had made a chocolate version like a couple days before this, shared all of that. So like she was saying, we're still in the executing process of all of this, but this is what our ideas are as far as in an actual challenge group. And you could do the same thing in the app too. You could have like a Tasty Tuesday where you share a fall recipe every Tuesday, and then as we get into the different months, or a couple of other ideas that I have that I've seen other coaches doing too, even just to add even more value in your challenge group. So say you're someone like Tiff who gets up and does her workout at 6 a.m. Monday through Friday. You could host a 6 a.m. live Zoom and say, like, here's the link. If you want to hop on and get your workout done with me at 6 o'clock in the morning, you'd be on like this and people would be muted, whatever. It didn't matter what program they were doing. Like, you just would have that accountability knowing, like, we're all going to show up at 6 a.m. and we're going to do our workout together. And that's something you could post about. I know Haley Christian does that. That Amber, can't think of her, the girl you were talking about, Lanier, I think her last name is. She does that with her challengers. I've seen a couple other coaches do it, and it doesn't have to be at 6 a.m. Like if you're, say you get home from your full-time job and you're like, okay, I do my workout at 5:30 when I get home every single day. Like that's something that you can encourage your group members to, saying it's not a requirement, but I do have a live workout. We just log on and we all do our own thing, but we're here together. You could also do, if you do meal plan and prep every single week, like things that you already do yourself, you could say, we're going to have a live meal planning Zoom call every Saturday morning or every Sunday morning in our challenge group, and we're going to plan out our meals together. And then that gives your challengers the okay to also ask you questions where you're not getting a million messages throughout the week. So that's an idea also. And then, yeah, just like sharing seasonal recipes. Think of the things that you're going to do and the things that you want to, like you're craving. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I try to look on Pinterest for healthier versions of like cookies that I want to make. And so it's like just doing, like I made, which I still need to share this in the group. I had made healthy blueberry muffins the other day. And it's like, I'm going on Pinterest looking it up and then I'm making it. So why not just share that with my group or on my Instagram stories? And even if you go and you get a coffee all the time, like you go to Starbucks and you have a healthier version of something, people love that stuff, like sharing things like that, where you're asking for almond milk and pumps of the, no sugar pumpkin spice flavoring. And that's your pumpkin spice coffee that you're getting, because I just think people like to see different, like Car was saying, different things that people are doing. But yeah, I mean, I think the idea is to be consistent with it, obviously. So if you schedule your posts, you could schedule out recipes that you have right now, or schedule out those Zoom things, but you want to be consistent with it. You don't want to do it like once in a while. But I think things like that spread like rapid fire, especially like if you are going to do a live workout and you're posting about it and you're putting it on your Instagram stories or whatever, like other people are going to be curious, because then that might attract those people that are like, well, I can't work out at home by myself. Like I like to go to a class. Like, well, here's your virtual fitness class that, we host or whatever. So those are just some ideas throughout the group. Do you guys do anything in your challenge groups, like something similar to any of that type of stuff?
Is that the only challenge group that you guys run? You just do the one on Facebook, so it's like a continuing group all the time?
Yeah. So what we'll do for like once November 1st comes, we'll change the cover photo. We'll put a new like car pins post, kind of like she does in TGS. We don't have an emoji thread, but that will explain what like our November month, what they can expect in November. So like I had gone live in there saying it's still this same group. It's open all the time, but we just want to like pep it up a little bit and have more like littler challenges.
So you just will constantly like put new people in there. It's not like you have like one set date. See, I tried to do that on Facebook and I feel like it like completely flopped. Like people, like it was constantly like me and like one other girl posting. So I feel like I don't know how to get that. So that's why I went back to running the challenge groups on the app. Like, do you have any suggestions of like how?
I mean, we have like 30 something girls in there, and I would say maybe 5, not including us, post their stuff. But I think that just like anything, just like training groups and stuff, it just takes time to like build that up. And so what we had done, like we were advertising that we were starting this Don't Be Basic Challenge on the 9th, because that's today, because that's when we started the refresh. But we'll just, you know, we just say like enrolling new people for November or something, or we'll, once we, I don't know if we have a direct name, but we're thinking of doing for November something tied in for like every day you say something you're thankful for until Thanksgiving. So we were saying like 23 days of thankful, I don't know. We still have to figure out the name, but we'll start like advertising about that. But yeah, we add people in all the time.
I think maybe that's what I just need to just keep posting, even if it's just me, and hopefully eventually it will.
Yeah.
Because I like the groups on the app, but I feel like it's the same people like each month with maybe like one new person. So I feel like they should be doing the same thing on Facebook, but I don't know. I think people just like to log with the shake and the workout on the app.
Yeah, I know. I think we got a couple of our girls to kind of recommit when we were talking about the refresh. Like we were saying, you don't have to do this, but we're going to be starting a refresh on this date. Like kind of if you've fallen off, let's start over type of thing. So even if you did, I know Gretchen and Sam do like weekly water challenges and stuff, and they'll advertise that. So it's like you could come up with these mini challenges and advertise about that, but just add people into this ongoing group.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. We also had, like when you add those people in, I tell them to announce themselves. Like I say, I'm adding you into our accountability group. Like if you want to announce yourself today so that all of the girls can like love on you and like root you on and you can kind of like get in on the circle type thing. Like I let them know that like I want them to celebrate with you that you're starting your journey or whatever. And then that way, if I'm announcing everybody or not announcing them at all, they're not going to have that urgency to post. And if they announce themselves, then that's planting a seed already that either they did want to do it and will eventually want to post and look into coaching, or they challenged themselves if they didn't want to do it and did it anyway. And then the people that don't do it, it's like, all right, they're probably not going to be posters. And if
right.
That's okay. But I think having, aside from, and I think this is part of the reason Ash and I wanted to do a Facebook group instead of the app, is to challenge them to do more than just logging their daily stuff, which we should probably get better at, like doing many things like that, because we are providing more content for them. But I think the Thanksgiving group will be really good because in my head, this was my idea, like her or I, or maybe we could even have one of the challengers post something, but we could post one thing every morning for that day, and everyone writes underneath that thread, like what it is, but that they're thankful for or whatever, so that even if they're not updating and they feel awkward taking selfies, they're still participating and they're still like challenging themselves in some way.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I was announcing the people, but I feel like having them do it themselves is a good idea.
Yeah.
Something that I know Jess does because she had added, I think she added you in that too, right? To look at her ongoing group, Tiff.
Yeah.
I'm not in there anymore because I think she's switching out, or she has it like on her website or something now. But she used to, because I know you give prizes away and you're in the app. So like she used to, I noticed she'd go live like on the first of the month, every single month, and like let them know what the giveaway was this month and like how they could win it. So I'm sure it's probably a little bit harder because you then have to like, I wonder if there's a way to keep track of each individual person in there. But like same type of thing like you do with your point system. I think if you just like set out the intentions at the beginning of the month, like you're going to win X, Y, and Z if you do this, then maybe more people would.
That's a good idea.
I know Mallory does a cash pot still. She still does one where she tells everyone it doesn't matter how, what?
I think she does like $10, right?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if they're new challengers or recurring challengers. If they want to participate and throw in $10 more, and then I forget how the point system works, but I think her last one was like $170 pot, and then she just draws a winner, and they win $170. That's basically they just got their challenge pack back.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
You know, and
I feel like I want to. Like, I feel like people stop sharing, like, the results and, like, you know, like, I want to just get back to, like, the basics of, are you, like, is this working for you? Are you losing weight? Are you feeling better? You know, I feel like with the challenge groups that Zoe and I have been running together, they're good, but it's just, like, I don't know. I feel like it's just, like, copy and paste, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I just need to get better ideas, I guess.
Well, and I think with, like, I forget what I was just going to say you were talking about. Oh, I think posting consistently us, like sharing what we're having, sharing what we're eating. Not only does that keep us accountable, like, well, I can't eat like shit if I'm supposed to be sharing my recipe with them tonight, but it also makes it easier for them. Like, because in their heads, they're probably like, I love fall food. I love pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin spiced coffees, but they're so sugary, I'll never be able to lose weight. And it's like, you're showing them another option that, like, it's not hard. It is easy. And I'm here to like give you those little shortcuts to enjoy it, but not
keep people from binging on stuff like behind the scenes.
Yeah. And I think it all just comes back to that, creating that community, because like, if you think about all the people you follow on social media now, like, it's almost like you like them so much that it doesn't matter what they're doing, you want to do it too. Like if it's a book that they're writing or a group that they're hosting or a business class that they're like pursuing or whatever, it's like they've provided that community so much that you're like, I like this chick so much, I don't even know what she's selling, but I want to buy it. And I think it's just bringing our challengers back to that same thing.
Yeah, I was going to say too, as far as like getting before and afters, I know Carly used to do this, and then I did it the 1 month I did it, I actually got a few people, but she would say she would send you, she had a challenger welcome email, and in it would say like, if you like, you'll win a prize, and she wouldn't say what the prize was. Like it could be a headband or it could have been something bigger, but it said like you had to log your stuff and send me your before and afters at the end of the group. And she used to get a lot of people that would send them to her. And I had like a couple girls send them to me too.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was a requirement. So that could almost be like in your prize thing. An idea I had for you, Jackie, I just thought of it, because there's a girl that I follow who shares her, like she'll go shopping and buy like a couple shirts, and then she'll go on her Instagram stories and say like, I went to TJ Maxx and I did like a little haul, like do you guys want to see like what I bought type of thing, because I feel like you love to go shopping. So like she'll literally just try on the different sweaters that she bought, and like we'll just do like a little video and be like, this one's so cute because of blah blah blah, or it's a perfect color. And like the nice thing is, once you get to 10,000 followers, you can do the whole swipe up thing, so you can like link stuff. But you could at least tag where it's from, or people, or like what Cara was saying, like the whole curiosity marketing thing, like then people might message you and be like, I love that. Where'd you get it? And then that's just something you guys can connect on that has nothing to do with fitness. And then when you do start posting about fitness, like what she was saying, they won't even care. They'll just be like, I want it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or
So
just
that's
watching
those are like the things when it's like things that you do naturally, like those are the things like you love to go shopping. You do that naturally. So it's like share what you're buying. Like, because whenever you post about your outfits, like on Facebook, people love that. Or when you ask people to choose, like, which should I wear, like to this wedding, people go crazy for those type of posts. So you can do the same thing, like on Instagram stories and get a bunch of people from that.
I don't know how to like do that. I'm just starting with the Insta stories and I'm like, like, as you guys can see, so I like don't even know how to like properly do it, I feel like. So I've just been like trying to put up stuff that I think people would like to see throughout the day. So I have to get better at that.
I'm going to post in our team page, because Jatana, my gosh, I can't speak. Jatana Jackson, she did the National Wake Up Call on Instagram stories, but then we were invited through Leslie Cortez. She was like a guest speaker on Janelle Summers' team call, and Ashley LaSure shared that recording with us, and I'm going to post that for you guys because it's like 40 minutes, but it's really informative, and it's all about Instagram stories. It's like all her little tips and tricks and how to do like fancy fun things on there and everything, so I think it would really help.
Okay.
So I'll share that.
Did you just hear my stomach?
Was that in our diamond group, Car? Do you remember?
I don't know. I don't know which one.
Yeah, it was. Okay, I think I got it.
I was gonna say it might have. I thought it was in the chat thread.
It's like this girl says she hits Success Club 20 through 40 in 48 hours.
But it's because of what she does up until
she's consistent with it, but like the tips are awesome.
Yeah. But like that's the thing too that I just want to preface before people start doing this, and just for anyone who's watching the recording too, like her tips are great, but use them in a way to emphasize the things that are already things you're doing. Like Tiff shares her quote from her book. She can maybe take Jatana's tip on something else that she does every single day, but now Tiff can apply that to how she shares the quotes from her book. Because if you just start doing what she's doing, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be natural for you. And other people are going to be like, well, that's not really the type of person that she is. Like Sam was saying, if I were to start posting videos of me making my shake every morning dancing, people would be like, she's awkward to even dance anywhere in public. Why would she be dancing and posting them on her Instagram story? So it just like wouldn't work for Sam to do that type of thing.
Yeah, she even says in the video, she was talking with Barbie Kalev, Siggy's wife, and Barbie was saying to Jatana, because Jatana's like, you guys should look her up on Instagram. She is fun to follow. But like, if you go to her page, it's nothing special. Mm-mm. It's not like all color coordinated and fancy. It's like a bunch of random stuff. Yes, she loves to do her like little dancing videos, but she's always like happy and smiling like in her stuff. And Barbie was saying like, I'm not like a smiley person. Like, and so, but she was saying like, you don't have to conform yourself to be what Jatana is doing or what these other people are that you're following. It's just kind of the consistency part of it, and then taking like little ideas, like Cara was saying, but to what works for you. Mm-hmm. I just posted that in the event page.
Okay, cool.
That YouTube video.
Okay. Does anyone have any last minute things they want to add or questions before we get kicked off here?
I just want to say I have really been lacking motivation, like literally not wanting to do anything with Beachbody, but I feel like finding like the fun in it again and stop making it like work, like having a fun challenge group or, you know, whatever it is, I feel like that's going to help me. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like I have been struggling so much the last couple of months just to even hit Success Club that I'm just like, this is like too much for me, you know? Mm-hmm. So if I just go back to, no, it's fun. Like actually Nick and I had like a little heart to heart and he's like, you love it. And he's like, but why, like, why are you so stressed about it? And I'm like, you're right. Just got to find the fun again. And I feel like these calls always like boost me.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to be able to hear, one, other people are struggling with it, and two, like, that's why we talk about consistency, is because when we push the last week of the month, it's not fun anymore. It's a chore.
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly.
so, like, okay, everyone logging their workouts and shakes consistently is good for their accountability, but is that fun for them? Maybe not, you know?
Yeah.
We have to add that fun, add that, oh, like there's another drink recipe today, or, oh my God, we get to share our favorite fall recipes that are healthy today. Like, just that camaraderie that people want from anything, really.
Yeah, I agree.
But you are not alone, and we are moving in the right direction.
Going up.
Going up, onward and upward.
Yes.
But